Hi everybody, I'm Amy from Body Fit by Amy, and this is your fit test video. So this test, which is a couple different things, is gonna chart our progress on getting stronger and fitter. So if you're part of the 4-week challenge, we're gonna test again in 2 weeks and then in 4 weeks. And I would encourage you to keep doing this, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. It's just a great way to show how you're getting stronger and fitter, and I much prefer this type of test over the scale. So I'm gonna show you each test quickly, and then you're gonna stop the video and do it on your own and record your progress. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna test our leg strength. So we're gonna go on the wall and we're gonna do a wall sit. So you've probably seen this before. Just find a wall, and you're gonna sit low. And by low, I mean at least parallel or lower. So I don't wanna see anybody here because you're not gonna feel it. Drop low, back is straight, your back against the wall, and you're just gonna sit. Really keep the weight in the heels too, and you're gonna time this. So as soon as you sit, start your timer on your watch or your smartphone, and you're just gonna hold it as long as you can. So the idea being that when we come back to this, you'll be stronger, you'll be able to hold it a little longer. So again, making sure that you're low, your back is flat, abs pulled in, weight in the heels, hold it as long as you can, and then record your time. So the next one is going to test our upper body strength. So grab a mat or a towel, and we're gonna come down and we're gonna do push-ups. So this is another one that's just to exhaustion. So just as many as you can get, maintaining good form. If you're a beginner and you wanna do it on your knees, that's totally fine. Hands about shoulder width apart, hips are in alignment. We wanna make sure we're not up in the air, and you're just getting as low as you can and bring it up. And again, if you want to, you can come all the way up on the toes. I would love that. And same idea, get low, push up. Record how many you get till you just can't do them anymore. And also mark down if you do your knees or your toes. We're gonna do the test the same in 2 weeks and 4 weeks, but hopefully if you start on your knees, by the end of the 4 weeks, you'll be on your toes. So while we're here, our next test is gonna test our core strength. So we're gonna go into a plank. We're gonna go on our elbows and our toes, and again, this time you'll use the timer. So we'll set the timer on your watch or your smartphone, elbows and toes, holding it here, and we're just gonna make sure that everything's pulled in, hips aren't up or dropping down. We want good form, and you're gonna hold as long as you can and then record the time. If this really feels like too much, maybe you're a total beginner, you can drop to those knees, but make sure you mark it down on your form. So those are our 3 strength tests for the fit test. And then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna test our cardiovascular endurance. So this is a really good indicator, but we wanna be really specific about how we do it. So I want you to have a timer, either on your phone, on a watch, or even on your computer if you need to. I'm gonna pull mine right up right now on my phone so I can watch it. So we're gonna do jumping jacks. I'm gonna give you a few different options, low impact and high, but what I wanna make sure is that you jump on the second. So this is really important because when we come back to it, you're obviously gonna be in better shape. So maybe today you're a little slower, but then 4 weeks from now you're here. We wanna keep our variables the same. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start my clock. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, and I'm either going to try to jump on the 1, 2, on the second, or I can half time it. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Watching some jumping on the seconds. If you want a low impact version of this, you can do this, 1, 2 on the seconds, or if you need even slower, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Basically, we just want to make sure that we come back doing it at the exact same speed. So just mark down, again, if you do it on the seconds or every 2 seconds, and if you're low impact or high. At the end of those 30 seconds, you are going to immediately find your pulse. So actually what I would recommend is that before you do your jumping jacks, you find your pulse so you know where you can find it. You can either find it right here on the wrist, or what I think is easier is right here in the neck. Don't press hard, but before you start the jumping jacks, find the spot, make sure you can feel your pulse. So I've got mine there. So then I would start my timer, do my jumping jacks for 30 seconds, mark down before that on the seconds that I did it on, and then I would find my pulse, set the timer again. I'm gonna record my pulse for 1 minute, and I'm gonna count every heartbeat. So 60 seconds, counting every heartbeat. Then we're gonna record that down. So I know that sounds like a lot of information, but basically what that is testing is our recovery heart rate. So how good of cardiovascular shape we're in, how quickly we recover. So the goal is that we'll be lower at the end of the 4 weeks with that recovery heart rate. So hopefully that all makes sense. Squat or wall sit test, hold as long as you can, record your time, push up, however many you can get, knees or toes, mark it down. Plank test, however long you can, record your time. And then our cardiovascular heart rate recovery test, jumping jacks for 30 seconds, and then record your heart rate for 1 minute. There you go. That's your fit test. Good luck, everybody.